Imagine this. One ordinary phone call, and suddenly the past isn't fixed anymore. Your dead father could walk through the door again, your scars could vanish, your grief could be undone. But what if the person on the other end of that call isn't someone you're saving? What if she's someone you're unleashing? This is my story. I'm Kim Se-yeon, and everything began the night I returned to my childhood home. It was 2019. I was 28 years old, carrying more resentment than luggage. I had just lost my cell phone on the train ride back to our rural house. My mother, Oh Un-ae, was in the hospital with a brain tumor. We hadn't spoken properly in years. I blamed her for the fire in 1999, the fire that killed my father, the fire that left scars across my body. I grew up believing she left the stove on, that her mistake destroyed our family. So when I stepped back into that house, every wall felt heavy with blame. That's when I found the old cordless phone. It shouldn't have worked. It hadn't worked in years, but it started ringing. When I picked it up, I heard a woman screaming, terrified, desperate. Her name was Oh Young-suk. She said she was 28 years old, too. She said she was living in this house, the same house, but in November 1999, 20 years in the past. At first, I thought it was a sick joke, but Young-suk detailed details no one else could know. The old wallpaper that had been torn down, the hidden basement storage room, the broken staircase before it was repaired. Then she let me hear something that stopped my heart, my father's voice. Through her phone, I listened to my parents arguing in 1999. My dad was alive, laughing, breathing. This wasn't a prank. We were connected across time. Young-suk told me about her life. Her adoptive mother was a shaman who believed she was possessed. She locked her in rooms, beat her, performed violent rituals. I recognized the loneliness in her voice. I felt sorry for her. Then I made the mistake that changed everything. I told her about the fire. I told her how my father died. In 1999, she snuck into the kitchen, turned off the stove, prevented the gas from building up. And just like that, my present rewrote itself. The scars on my body disappeared. The run-down house transformed into a beautiful mansion. My father walked through the front door alive, confused but smiling. My mother was healthy, no tumor, no grief. My family was whole. I thought I had been given a miracle, but Young-suk didn't get one. Her life was still a nightmare, and resentment began to grow. In this new timeline, I searched for her online. That's when I learned the truth. In the original 1999 timeline, her shaman mother attempted an exorcism ritual that killed Young-suk. The shaman was arrested for her death, so I warned her. I told her the exact day the ritual would happen. This time, she fought back. She killed the shaman, cut her apart, hid her body. Now Young-suk was free, and something inside her shifted. A young strawberry farmer named Song-ho used to deliver fruit to the house. He was kind, harmless, but one day he discovered the shaman's remains hidden in the fridge. Young-suk killed him without hesitation. In 2019, his farm vanished. His records disappeared. My parents had no memory of him. Reality wasn't adjusting gradually. It was snapping into place. That's when I found out she didn't stop. She became a serial killer, multiple victims, eventually arrested. When I confronted her, she demanded to know how she got arrested. I refused to tell her. That's when she turned on me. In 1999, my 8-year-old self and my father visited the house to buy it. The shaman was supposed to show us around, but she was dead. Young-suk answered instead. She murdered my father in front of my younger self. In 2019, my father vanished mid-conversation. The mansion collapsed back into a decaying house. Pick up the phone appeared scratched across the floor. Young-suk called. If I didn't tell her how she was arrested, she would hurt little me. I tried to outsmart her. I researched the case and found out the murder weapon ended up at a junkyard tied to a gas explosion. I lied about the address, hoping the explosion would kill her. She survived, barely, and she punished me. She poured boiling water on my younger self in 1999. In 2019, fresh burns formed on my skin in real time. Time wasn't healing wounds, it was creating them. Desperate, I discovered something devastating in the original records. The night of the fire, it wasn't my mother who turned the gas back on. It was me, 8-year-old me. I'd accidentally restarted the stove. My entire life had been built on misplaced blame. I gave Young-suk the real junkyard address. She killed the collector, destroyed the knife, erased the evidence. Now she was never arrested. In 2019, the house transformed into a slaughterhouse. Refrigerators filled with body parts, blood soaked the walls, and an older Young-suk lived there. She had survived into my present. The police notes in 2019 began changing. They mentioned my mother calling from the cordless phone during a 1999 search. I warned Mom through the hospital phone. In 1999, a cop arrived at the house. Young-suk killed him. Then she chased my mother through the halls with a knife. At the same time in 2019, older Young-suk chased me. 2 timelines, 1 nightmare. My mother fought back in 1999. She stabbed Young-suk. They struggled near the balcony. Mom pushed her over the railing. They both fell. In 2019, older Young-suk vanished mid-chase. The house returned to its ruined state. My mother was alive. We visited my father's grave together. For the first time, I understood the truth about the fire. For the first time, I forgave her. It felt like closure, but time wasn't finished. In the mid-credit scene, an older Young-suk from a distorted 2019 calls her younger self in 1999. She warns her. This time, Young-suk avoids the fatal fall. History rewrites again. My mother disappears from my life completely, and I wake up tied to a chair in a dark room. A cloth is pulled from my face. Young-suk stands in front of me, smiling. I once thought changing the past would heal my family. Instead, I armed a killer with 20 years of knowledge. Time isn't a gift. It isn't mercy. It's leverage. And sometimes, the worst thing you can do is answer the phone.